Hello guys, welcome to today's tutorial class. Today's class is going to be a brief and a simple one wherein we'll be creating a very simple birthday flyer. So without further ado, let's hop into it and get started. We start by creating our workspace. Today we are going to use an A5 sheet. So you click and open this window, then go to point and then you select an A5 sheet among your presets. Okay, A5 sheet. This is the dimensions. If you can't find the A5 sheet, kindly input this dimension and then make sure you input them well. Ellipse. This one. Double click here and then um actually go to the properties and then apply a stroke. Apply a stroke. Apply a stroke to it. So choose a white color. The stroke is too much. Adjust it. Adjust the stroke gently and neatly. When you finish, click on your first one and then press Ctrl T and then hold your shift and then expand this. Okay, so did you just see that? Please watch the tutorial carefully and go as I'm doing, and then you'll be able to do it. Right, okay. So bring it down. And you zoom in to make sure it fits well. Click on OK. So when you finish this layer, so this is two layers. So there are two layers and one is on top of the other. One has a stroke, one does not have a stroke. Okay, so that's what you have here. When you finish, come down here and then group them. Press Control, hold this one, hold this one, hold this one. Press Ctrl G to group them. Then click here and then merge it. Okay, so that we can move them together. When you finish, zoom out and then move this layer up here like this and make it a bit bigger. Okay, and then adjust it. And when you finish the merged group, okay, that particular merged group, make a duplicate copy of it. So press Ctrl G. Okay, once you duplicate it, you drag the other one down here. Okay, then adjust it also. Great. So when you do this, you are done. Go here, save your work in a JPEG form, and then submit a copy. So that's it. Thank you for watching this tutorial.